and I'm running out of time. Dr. Mitra, a lot of people want to know, Dr. Mitra, how exactly or why exactly would a man have the ability, an educated person, to actually do this? How does the psychology of a killer like this work?
Okay, thank you, Vishnu. I'll speak as a criminal psychologist,
yes,
and
please.
I've seen several, cases which closely resemble this. The first thing I think to keep in mind is that I have seen hundreds of cases of domestic violence or relationship violence. I have not seen a case like this in which a body has been chopped up and systematically desecrated in this manner. So this puts it in there are different types of violence as we talk of it: rare, mild, extremely high, and unique kind of violence. This is a unique kind of violence which more puts it in the category of a serial killer kind of crime that I have seen wherever I have seen in the world, where such crimes takes place. So this kind of a person would have the mind of a serial killer, or is going to be one, in the way he is doing a blitz attack, desecrating the body, and then, chopping her off. Such people have two characteristics. One is that they are explosive personalities. They are extremely full of anger, and they, snap. They decide to snap at a point where they decide to kill. And I think that, looking at his past history as a criminal psychologist, the fact that he was used to chopping, the fact that he was used to doing things like that, it's some,
as a chef, yes.
Yes, and as a chef, it's somewhere mixed with his fantasy of killing the person, and that became his tool, and that is what, probably he would be, using that as a fantasy. Such people plan. They are not impulsive criminals. They plan the crime long way in advance about what to do. And also there is something else about the crime, the asphyxiation nature, that usually is seen in crimes in which there is a sense of injustice involved, a sense of perceived injustice which you try to undo by killing the victim. You try to alternately strangulate, and you try to alternately let go. This kind of crimes often follow that pattern where a person is undoing injustice which he feels that has been done to him. These people see themselves as victims. They don't see themselves as perpetrators when they commit the crime. So, and it is extremely difficult to correct such people. It is extremely difficult to change such people. And as I know, these people are also very charming. So like what her friend said, that he is a very nice person. He was always very nice. And I'm sure that, that is what you would see about him. He's very charming. So it's very difficult to know that, what he's like until and unless you come to a disagreement with him and understand that he's the kind of person who cannot take no for an answer.
Sure.
He would explode and go ahead and would convert
Dr.
his
Mitra,
fantasy.
thank you so much for, helping people like us understand what a killer can be. A killer doesn't look a particular way.
No.
A killer doesn't need to not behave in a conventional manner.